Welcome to the Morning Money Room. It's your girl, Finance Muslima. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the Morning Money Room. It's your girl, Finance Muslima. I hope you guys are having an amazing start to your morning. I know what we're about to get down to. The nitty gritty, we're going to talk. We're going to have some conversation. We're going to converse. We're going to interact. It's a lot going on. We need to talk. I want to talk this morning. We're going to talk about money, all things money and mindset as usual. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the Morning Money Room. For those of you who are just clicking in, it's your girl, Finance Muslima. Welcome to the Money Room, where we talk all things mindset and money. It's a beautiful Saturday morning. You guys know how I like to get down. We focus on prayers, we speak affirmations, and last but not least, we find some type of way to be an impact in somebody else's life. Regardless of what we have going on or where we at, a simple smile, a hug, some kind words can be an impact in somebody else's life. So today is Saturday. If you haven't, guys, this is what's jumping off this morning. This is the housekeeping. This is what's jumping off. First time home buyers workshop, Charlotte. Shout out to my girl Charmaine, bringing me in on her second event to be a speaker. This is panel style. I'm super excited this morning to meet a lot of new people, entrepreneurs, business owners. It's so different, guys. I can't even explain the feeling of what it's like to be amongst those that think like you. They're doers, they're big dreamers, they are action takers, they're risk takers, because it's nothing wrong with those who aren't. But when you surround yourself in those rooms with those like minds, the conversation is different, the movement is different, the word gesture is different, the body language is different. And I love it because this brain of mine, the way I think, the way I like to handle things, and I'm such a huge risk taker. I'm about action. So when you think different, when you move different, when you are different and you accept that you are different, it's a pretty big deal to stay amongst those like minds. I'm telling you, they change your life. Everything about it is just different. So I'm super excited about that this morning. If this is your first time in the Morning Money Room, I'm your girl, Finance Muslima. We talk all things mindset and money. We talk the real over here. This is not an entertainment spot. We get down to the nitty gritty. I provide tricks, tips, and tools, all things mindset and money to help you guys get on the path that you want to be on. If you're on the path, to stay on the path and stay and connected with a group of women who are doing the same thing, dominating. That's what we're doing. We're dominating. So go to the website, www.faithfamilyfinance.co, www.faithfamilyfinance.co, and make sure you join the email list and stay connected, guys. I see we have some people jumping in on the Facebook page. We're on Facebook, YouTube. We got IG popping on here as well. Guys, drop some hearts. Drop some hearts before we get into content. Share some love to someone else. Everybody is not in a great place in their life, and we want to help them, uplift them, and give them a different type of energy, or, help them out. Put a smile on somebody else's face. Even if it's just for the moment, it makes a huge difference. What I want to get into, I asked you guys this yesterday, and I'm gonna ask you this again. This is the money room. All things positive, all things mindset and money, period. That's it. I asked y'all this yesterday, and I'm gonna ask y'all this again today. Do me a favor. I want you to get so locked in with your life and your priorities and what it is you focusing on, that the outside noise from this world, crazy world we live in, that it doesn't affect the way you think. It doesn't affect the way you move. It doesn't affect the way you eat, the way you talk. It doesn't affect where you go. It doesn't affect how you think of yourself. It doesn't affect what your goals is for you and your family. I want you to take that in for a minute and really think about, and the reason I say that is because we live in a really loud, crazy world right now. We have to stay full with prayer. We have to learn to take control of our mindset and learn how to adapt as life is going to shift, because we have no control over certain things, and that's the bottom line. When I say I want you to get so locked in that doesn't, the outer doesn't bother you, the reason I say that is because of this. A lot of us are basing our dreams and goals, our movement, where we travel, what we eat, how we dress, who we talk to, where we go. A lot of us are basing all of those things upon what everybody else is doing and what the world is doing. We wear different things because the world and everybody else do. We go to certain restaurants and eat where everybody else go because we do it because everybody else do, or we want the experience, right? We travel to where everybody else go. We don't think outside the box, or what is your purpose for traveling? Like, what is the intent? I like to think a little bit deeper behind the surface, right? We want all things that everybody else has, a business. I read a post yesterday about the transparency, and I love it because the bottom line is being a business owner or entrepreneur is not for everybody. Are you being a business owner or wanting to be an entrepreneur because you look at the lifestyle and you see that it look good for everybody else? Or are you doing it because you really want to put the work in and you're really relentless on what it is you want to do with your own personal life? Ask yourself that question. Why am I even doing this? And I say all of this to say, because today I'm talking about a shutdown. I listened to something this morning, and when I say it was deep, it was really deep. I loved it. I played it back about 3-4 times. It was deep. I'm weird, y'all. I'm weird, I'm different. When you are in the process of getting your ish together, or when you are such a big dreamer, you're a doer, you're a risk taker, you're about that action, you're about that life. That's what I consider myself to be. Everybody don't want to hang with you. Everybody are not going to accept you. They don't understand you. Especially the ones that don't have a clue to what they're currently doing with life. They're just waking up and living on a wing. Those are the ones that really give me a hard time. Because they're like, girl, what you doing? You always doing too much. Oh, you all. But when you living with purpose, this is what it looks like. It's fire. When you living with purpose, you're always excited. I could be having a bad day, and I'm just always on a beam like that because I'm so grateful. I'm blessed. The good outweigh the bad. I don't even have time to dwell on what's not going right? Because I'm such a doer. I know how to pray on it. It is what it is. relax and release. Wake up tomorrow, inshallah, I get blessed with another life. I do my prayers and I'm going to go back at it again. The people that don't live in purpose and don't have intent, they're not quite figured out what they want to do with their life. They're not sure of themselves and what they're supposed to be doing. They don't have a big enough why, all of these things, whatever the case may be. Those are the people that don't understand people like me. But I don't want you to get distracted if you're like me. You're just different. You got to hang around different people. Expand your network, your circle. It's going to be a little different, and that's okay. I want you to understand that that's okay. I'm not downplaying. There's nothing wrong with either side, whether you're like me or it is what it is. Be you, do you. But just adapt accordingly. That's all. Don't let nobody drain your energy or downplay you if that's what you want. Get around those that are on that. The thing that I want to tell y'all is this. What I listened to this morning, it really hit me. I loved it. And like I said, I played it back a few times. This is what the message was. This is what the message, and I'm going to share this message. It was so strong. Depending on where you are in your life, this is it, right? The message was, he said, everybody is not going to be around while you put the work in. The late nights, the early mornings, spending all you got left in your savings because you're a risk taker like that. You see what the end of the tunnel look like. Everybody not going to see your vision. You see it. So you're willing to dump out the savings account to invest in what it is you know that you could double or triple or essentially be something great. You're willing to bet on you. Everybody don't see that. Nobody's around, hardly. I can count on my hands how many people I have that call me about money versus call me to spend money. That's a huge difference. I want y'all to understand it, and I'm gonna say it again. Think about your own personal situation, your circle, the people that you're with the most or who you consider to be friends, whatever case it be. Do they call you about business and sisterhood and just bonding? Or do they only call you for entertainment and to spend money? That was the deep one. It'll wake you up to a lot that's going on. And a lot of times, because I know for me, even personally, it'd be a lot of situations that I don't even want to I don't want to admit to myself per se, or wow, this is really real. And who those people are. We don't want to admit certain things, but the bottom line, the reality of it, it is what it is. He was like, people are not going to be around when you grinding and getting it out of the mud. Good morning. If you're just joining in, that's what the end of it was. Who's going to be around? Who's around when you're grinding and really getting it out the mud? He was like, everybody come around when the success start coming through, the blessings, when you start to reach these milestones that everybody, didn't think that you could reach. That he was like, when that start happening, that's when everybody starts to come back around and collect to you. But they're not around when you do the work. So the question is, what I asked myself hearing this message this morning, I asked myself, do I have any more people that I need to eliminate from my life? And talking to my girlfriend about this last week, I don't even think it's anything on my due diligence. The way this thing go, right? As you're reaching higher levels, and as life starts to progress and it starts to look better for you, and things get different, you move different, you can't be everywhere all the time. This is the thing, and I'm gonna tell y'all from personal experience, God removes them. God removes them. Allah has been removing them, and I haven't even been noticed, but certain things will happen and you're like, wow, dang, That's because when you on something else, like yo, and listen, it's deep. I asked myself that question, do I have anybody in my life that I need to eliminate? And the answer really for me was like no, because basically life and God and the universe and the way my life is aligned, I'm living on purpose and everything is intentional. Those people, God is just removing them. I don't even have to do nothing. God is removing them. I promise you. It's so many people right now that I could say, like, wow, like, dang, we was cool. What happened? I don't even. I loved his message for this morning. I was watching a podcast on YouTube. I forgot his name, but I loved it. It was amazing. It touched me. I wanted to share that with y'all. I feel that it's really necessary because we all have those type of, people around us, and it just is what it is, but we don't talk about it enough. And I wanted to address it because it was a huge thing for me, because it's currently something that I'm going through right now. Every day is something different. This is news is going on this month, next month, it might be something else. The more you start to climb, the more success, the more stories, the more they see you grow and everything like that. They're like, oh, now you're different. No, I'm just on something else. My message to you guys after hearing that is I want to, as I'm speaking to myself as well, to let you know that that's okay. Don't downplay who you are. Don't downplay where you're going. Don't downplay what you can do. Don't downplay your level of success. Don't downplay your dreams or goals for nobody, point blank, period. I've been, on a lighter note, yesterday I saw that LA, they're putting masks back on. Another country had a mask mandate, COVID. We don't know what's going to be. We don't know what's going to happen. This is a super serious subject for me, and it's important that, yes, we talk about it on this Saturday morning, because this is real life and we need to be prepared, and we need to focus on and stop being afraid and of talking about real life and what's going on. My question to you, are you in a recession-proof business? Are you in a recession-proof business? If we get shut down tomorrow again, how will you feed your family? How will you feed your kids? How will you pay your bills? What are you doing that will survive, or, that you will gain some cash flow from if we get shut down again? Y'all spend so much time, with the entertainment. Y'all love being entertained. Y'all love all of these things that make you laugh and that's funny and all that kind of stuff. All that stuff is cool. I'm not saying be super serious all the time. But my question is, whatever it is that you're doing or you're spending the most time on since we had, since COVID hit before, and, people have been showing their level of success and things that have been happening. Have you learned any new skills? What is it that you're doing different that you didn't do prior to COVID? Because this is the thing, and I'm going to say it again. If we have another shutdown, will you live the same way that you're living right now? Or are we going to be like, oh, they need to, the president need to cut more checks, and, y'all got the child tax credit. Y'all got that coming and flowing in. What you going to do with it? You need to. I'm saying this to y'all because it's exactly what I do with my life. Every single move that I make is strategic. I'm not making no moves or investing no money in nothing if I can't see what it'll bring me back in return. So if it don't make sense, if it don't make money, then I'm not doing it. I think that we've been talked to very nice. We've been playing it safe for a long time with our lives. This is the thing. Will you survive another shutdown? This is what you need to know. in order to survive another shutdown. This is what you need to know to survive, to, build legacy, build your empire, build wealth, period, an everyday basis. This is what you need to know, let alone maybe having another shutdown. What is it that you're going to do? Are you in a recession proof business? What products or services that you offer that people are going to spend, whether they have money or if they don't? A lot of times I would say what women are going to spend money on is the health and beauty industry. They're going to get their nails done. They're going to buy wigs. They're going to buy lipstick. They're going to buy makeup. They're still going to shop online. They say online shopping, Amazon, all that, boutiques, all that. When COVID hit, they was making millions of dollars online. Women are going to buy the health and beauty things. What I can say personally, from the life insurance aspect, life insurance and credit repair, those numbers did really, really, really increase for me, and the sales on the financial planners. People were looking for what's next in their financial life. So my question to you, if we have another shutdown, if they do a mass mandate on all of this stuff, because now it's like the COVID numbers are increasing in certain places and certain places it's not. Will your business or will your job outlast this recession? Are you in an industry where it's basically recession proof? Will people always need what you have, whether they have money or not? Or will it be a priority for them, whether they have income or not? You have to ask yourself this question. You have to ask yourself this question. Even if you don't have to have a business, even if you're, you have a job, which is fine. Nothing wrong with a 9 to 5. You're in the healthcare industry. You're in the healthcare industry. You probably you're gonna be fine. They may cut back a few people if it's clinic environment settings, for CNAs, nurses, doctors, all that stuff, ophthalmology, neurology, all that stuff. Like, I feel like the healthcare industry, they're always needed and they're essential workers. Good morning. Good morning. I'm awesome. How are you? What we're talking about is your income. Thank you so much. Your income, your cash flow, what it is that you have coming in currently. Will you be able to survive another shutdown? Have you been seriously digging down in on your life since the last pandemic, or since we've been shut down? What have you been doing? Because guess what? It's going to show if we have another shutdown again. So guys, I just want to encourage y'all. Where is my money? Where is my money? That's a big, big, major thing. Girls just want to have fun. That's another big, major one. Guys, I want to express to y'all how important it is to be able to adapt to the new, how important it is to be able to unlearn so much of the ways and the things, the practices that we were brought up on. It doesn't work for us, guys. It does not work. And I do understand that everything is not for everybody. That's fine. But when I say unlearning, I mean unlearning as an overall. Coming up in the hood, it was really rough. We had to really look out for, family, and it was a village and it was different. Right now, a lot like people are just focused on self. I feel like, being how we came up. I'm from South Philly, so growing up in certain types of environment, you were only stipulated to certain things. For me personally, I couldn't dream as big. I was a dreamer. I was always a dreamer, but I didn't dream as big as I dream now that I've exposed myself to so much traveling. I exposed myself to the new. I've got out of kind of like a confinement, per se, if you want to say, like a box. So Unlearning is something that we must learn to do, because when we say unlearning, I'm not just talking about it from a financial standpoint or talking about it from be a business owner, quit your 9 to 5. It's not just from that point. When I say unlearn, we need to unlearn a lot of things. It's religion, spiritual stuff coming up, what we was raised on. Not everybody. I'm speaking for self. Unlearning, I'm gonna take it on a deeper level as necessary, right? I didn't have conversations about credit repair, credit cards, student loan debt, reading over credit reports, all that kind of stuff. That was not had in my household coming up. I do that with my 17-year-old. I expose him to what he needs to survive, not just school and education. They do what they do. That's teachers' job. They teach what they're supposed to teach. Granted, we feel more things, especially financial literacy should be in the school district, but the bottom line is it's not. So for me, I take control and total responsibility for mine, and I'm going to teach him what I wasn't taught. But this is the reason that a lot of parents are afraid to do so, because they're not ready to man up and stand up and say, hey, I got some things I need to fix first. Because I can't teach my 17-year-old these things and try and show him the way and be his leader and be the role model if I'm not doing it myself. So that's a lot of the problem that we tend to have, and I probably would say like 80% of households, guys, is real. A mom, even if it's a single dad raising his kids, he may not know a lot about finances or different things to really do, but he has a good job. He makes really good money. He may make 70, 80, 90,000 a year. He has a beautiful home for his children. He holding it down and he making do what it do. He may not be able to sit them down and say, this is how you read a credit report. This is what your credit score is based off. This is how you leverage banks to buy what it is that's going to pay you every month. And you use that money that pay you every month to provide your lifestyle, get the Bentley or the Porsche that you want. You get that, you pay that note with other people's money. Instead of the mentality of, get a second job and you pay the car note with the second job. No, do something so other people's money could pay for your lifestyle. It's been done before our time. And it's okay if you don't want to do it. If that's not something you're into, if you want to work harder, that's fine. That's up to you. But what I'm saying is the bottom line, we have to get better with having a conversation about things that's real. We would sit and talk with our kids for hours about fashion, the latest celebrity gossip. We know everything going on all over social media with our kids, all the reality TV with our kids, all this stuff. I personally don't, because I'm not tapped into none of it. Some stuff I know, but I don't really care for it. We do all of that. Sit them down and talk to them about what's real. We need to teach survival skills out here, y'all. We might have another shutdown. What are you going to do? Will you be able to survive? Will the cash flow keep coming in? Millions of people may be getting laid off again, losing jobs again. I want to be real with y'all. I want to always have real conversation with y'all. I'm very grateful and thankful for my tribe. You guys are amazing. If you're in Charlotte, I'll see you guys at the First Time Home Buyers Workshop today from 1 to 3 p.m. I'm excited to meet some new people. I'm helping some more families, collaborating with some dope lenders and realtors, and helping more families become homeowners and experience the life. I'm super excited for that. It's always a blessing. I want you guys to have an amazing day. Don't forget that the Girls Just Want to Have Funds. It's on sale for $38 on the website. It's a $38 birthday bundle, www.faithfamilyfinance.co. It's on the screen, www.faithfamilyfinance.co. Hope you guys have an amazing day. Lock in, because we'll be back in the money room tomorrow morning.